guys and welcome to my channel. I'm Sasha-May and today I am filming my coming out video. In this video I'll be talking about when I came out to my family. I'll be answering some questions about coming out and I'll be kind of giving you the story behind how it all came about and how me and Amy became the couple that we are today. So we might as well start off with what I identify as. I identify as bisexual, and that is because I, before Amy, was predominantly speaking and seeing and going out with men, and so I find males attractive and I find females attractive. I identify as bisexual, but if anything was to go wrong with me and Amy, I would not go back to a man. I would only stay with women. So whether that makes me a lesbian now, I don't know how it works. If somebody can tell me, I'd really appreciate it. I discovered my sexuality when I was very, very, very young. Any girl growing up with a large group of friends will remember playing mummies and daddies. I was always the daddy, and it was always that. I was always the dominant male one. However, I was quite a feminine child, teenager. I am still quite feminine. In the relationship between me and Amy, I am the feminine one. She can be feminine when she wants to be, but she isn't all the time. So in the relationship, I'm the feminine one, and I always have been quite feminine. I think I may have first found my sexuality when I was about 15 properly, was when I started admiring women more, obviously, than I was previously to that. My era of growing up, it was quite open and people were quite open about their sexuality, and in my school it was quite an open thing. So around 15 or 16. However, I've never dated a female before. Amy's my first female girlfriend. However, I have spoken to females before online. The first person that I told that I was bisexual, gay, whatever, was my younger sister. And we were in Morrison's. I was shopping and we were pushing the trolley. I was in a bit of a situation at the time, so she was quite shocked and didn't quite know how to take it, and I don't think she quite knew what to say, but her first exact question to me was, "What are you going to do?" We'll come to that soon. Coming out for me wasn't that difficult. My family had the "oh, we already knew that" kind of vibe. And for anybody that has come out before that's had that vibe will completely understand where I'm coming from, when in your head you're thinking, well, wait a minute, if you knew, then why did you not tell me? Like, I could have stopped some serious heartbreak for myself if you'd have just come and told me that you thought I was gay, and then I would have sat there and I would have completely processed it, and maybe I could have stopped myself from being hurt so much in the past. Coming out for me was so liberating. I was 22 when I came out, so I only came out last year, and it was very liberating, and there was a sense of a lot taken off my shoulders, and I think a lot of my childhood and teenage years was explained to a lot of people. How did my parents take me coming out? My mum, like I said, I was in a bit of a situation when I came out. I was in a long-term relationship with a guy. We'd been together for 3.5 years. We were engaged, we were living together, and I absolutely worshipped the ground that he walked on for that amount of time. We were inseparable, we were together always. So when I sat my mum down and told her that there were some problems going on at home with me and him, the first thing she said to me was, okay, so if you've split up, does that mean that you and Amy are gonna give things a go? So I didn't have to say the exact words to my mum because she knew what was coming. She knew that if me and my ex had split up, that I was more than likely going to pursue something with Amy, and boy was she right. My dad had the exact same situation. He'd come to me after I'd fully separated from my partner of 3.5 years and he had. So my dad came to see me and the conversation was, so this girl, Amy then, that was his exact words, and he said I gave it away by posting about pride events and talking about how if somebody in my family came out, I would be quite happy with it. My parents knew, apparently, but they didn't inform me any earlier than when I'd come out. There is one question I absolutely hate people asking me about my sexuality, and because I was in such a long relationship with a guy, and we were planning on getting married and having kids and things like that, the one question I hate is, well, at what point did you know? Or were you doing things and seeing people while you were in this relationship? I never once did anything during that relationship that I was in for 3.5 years with a female. I had Amy and she was a close friend and I had feelings for her, but I'd made that very aware to the guy that I was with when it was coming towards the end of the relationship. And then there was one massive thing that happened, which I do not wish to discuss on camera, that caused the relationship to come to an end. And at that point when it had ended, I was at such a low in my life because this person had got me through quite a lot of shit that I'd been through in the past. I decided it was time to be true to myself and be real and honest and explore that side of who I was and who I knew I was. And I found Amy, and if I'm completely honest, it felt right, it feels right, and that is where I am and that is where I'm gonna stay, and it was the best decision I made after that relationship broke up. So the one question I absolutely hate getting is, but did it happen when you was with this person, or was you with this person to cover up your sexuality? No, I was not with that person to cover up my sexuality. I loved that person. I loved him so much. I did everything for him. We were inseparable for 3.5 years. As far as I was aware, we were gonna get married, we were gonna have kids, we were gonna buy a house. I was happy with that and that's what I wanted, and things happen and things change, and that's what happens, and I'm sat here today in a completely new relationship less than a year later. Yes, things got a little bit crazy and things move very fast with Amy, but you only live once, YOLO and all that, and you've got to grab life when you can. And that's the motto that I live by, and that is what I stick with, and I'm happy with the decisions that I have made in the past year. What is your favourite thing about the LGBTQ community? Well, my favourite thing about the LGBTQ community is the fact that everybody is supportive of one another. My younger cousin is also part of the LGBTQ community. She is a lesbian, and believe it or not, I found this out very late after a lot of other people in my family had. So if you're watching this, Lil, how did it take me so long to find this out? But she has made me feel so confident in the situation, even though she's younger than me. I posted a picture on my Instagram after filming my first YouTube video, and I had my Adidas t-shirt on, and she said I was officially part of the lesbian crew by owning that t-shirt. And it's little comments like that, and people accepting you, and there being other people that are like, I'm so proud of you, you've done so well, and you've become who you truly are, and you've come out of your shell, and you're so much better. I would have never sat in front of a camera 2.5 years ago and done anything like this. I'm a completely different person. I've completely come out of my shell, and people say I am the happiest I have ever been, and it's that makes me happy and that I like the most about this community. It's incredible. Have I ever been to a gay bar? No. I've been out on gay nights, so when it's kind of like the annual, all the gays just kind of go out, and you know that you're going to go out and it's going to be predominantly gay people. I've been out on that, but since me and Amy have come out together as a couple, we have not been to a gay bar, nor have we been out on a gay night, because we got together quite late in the year and we had a lot of things going on, and then Christmas happened, and then the pandemic happened. So I'd like to think when the pandemic is over and everything is lifted, we can actually take that step and we can go to a gay bar and we can go to pride events, and we can just, yeah. I haven't been, I would like to. I'd like to think at some point when all this is over, I'll be able to do that. Favourite LGBTQ celebrity advocate? Cara Delevingne and Ashley Benson, I absolutely love. They are incredible. However, as you may know from previous videos, I absolutely love Anne-Marie, and she doesn't make it quiet that she supports LGBTQ. She sings about kissing other women and things like that, and she's incredible. She supports absolutely anything. Yes, 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 I know. I'm going on about Anne-Marie again. I apologise. But Harry Styles, 110%. One Direction, when they were together, were very open about the LGBTQ pride. I love that. I want 1D to come back, do a concert, them all run around the stage with a pride flag behind them. That would make me happy. But is it going to ever happen? We will never know until the day comes. I know they've been hinting recently that they are going to come back. We'll have to wait and see. But the day that that happens, don't expect any videos, because I will actually be sobbing my heart out, preparing myself for the mental task of buying One Direction tickets. Have I been in a relationship since coming out, and when did we meet? My last video was the girlfriend tag with my girlfriend Amy, and we addressed this properly. We met 5.5 years ago at college. We've been friends since. Things escalated from there. Have I ever faced discrimination due to my sexuality? And the answer to that question is yes, I have. Recently, actually, and I'm going to address it in a video because I don't care and I think it should be talked about. And there may be people that comment on this and say, you're overthinking, it was nothing like that. Me and Amy went to Aldi. There's obviously a pandemic going on, that's fine. We walked up to the lady at the door. She said that we both couldn't go in. I went in on my own, and when I got inside, there was couples everywhere. And when I came out to the car, before I had a chance to tell Amy what I had seen inside, she made me aware that several couples had been let in and several couples had come out after I had gone in the store. It may not have been a public attack on our sexuality, but we walked away from that situation feeling very attacked due to our sexuality. It was not nice, it was not comfortable, and I felt so discriminated against because it was two women, and I didn't say anything to the woman. I said, that's fine, don't worry. Amy went and got in the car, I went and did the shopping, and that's how it worked. But it was the aftermath of when I got in the store and when Amy was sat in the car, of the amount of couples that were coming in and out and that were in the store, that made us feel like we were just kind of pointed and chosen out because of our sexuality or because we were two women. And I know that this has happened to another person at this exact Aldi that we had gone to. I had made it very clear on social media that this had happened, and I had somebody reach out to me and she had said that her and her girlfriend had had the exact same thing happen to them. So whether it's that one specific Aldi just discriminating against lesbians, or if it is just female and female people that they just don't want to let in, and they think a typical couple is a man and woman. It's a touchy subject, but personally I felt discriminated against, so yes, I've been discriminated. So guys, I'm going to end this video with something I would like to tell the world about the LGBTQ community. I may not have been a part of this community for very long, but for me it is one of the most inspiring, calm, kind, funny, liberating community to be a part of. And if there is anybody out there that is watching this that is gay or bi or absolutely anything that falls under that category, you've got to come out, you've got to do it. You'll feel so much better, you'll feel liberated, you'll feel happy, you'll feel so much more confident. I would not have sat down and done this, anything like this, 2.5 years ago, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago, something that I've always wanted to do. I would not have done this. And since coming out, I've grown the confidence, the ability to sit down and do things that I want to do, that I love doing. And I think you guys should do it too. So if you're thinking about it, or you know that you're ready to do it, or you're just not sure, do it, because you'll feel so much better. And if you don't, come back to this video, leave me a comment and say, look, you said it would be a good idea and it really, really wasn't. I will write you a personal apology, because I would never want to force anybody into doing it. Don't do it because you've watched this. Wait until you're ready. Do it then. And if it works out good, it works out good. And if it doesn't, there is always light at the end of the tunnel, or there's a pot of gold on the end of a rainbow, a pride rainbow. Trust me, you will feel better. Well, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for coming and watching, keeping an eye out on the channel. I'm filming a video later with Amy. That's going to be interesting. Keep a look out over the next couple of days and you should see something exciting just there. But until next time, stay safe and stay loved, and I'll see you soon. Bye!